course of 35 years of thunderous applause for Thunder Gatti.
With Contenders Boxing, scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing, this is it. Knockouts, 3 defeats, victories.
Gomez has, and so far he looks good. A few weeks, Gatti still does have his rhythm and his balance.
So Gatti says he's going to use movement. Gomez works the jab.
Effective with his punches. He's pinpointing his punches right on the money. Very accurate punches. Yeah, but everything he's pointing is more accurate at this stage. And sooner or later, Gatti's going to start.
Been like here, first round.
Gatti misses with the right, eats the counter left from Gomez.
Gatti is at this stage right
Good opening round for Alfonzo Gomez. There again, Arturo Gatti.
Here you see Gomez land a right hand right on the chin over top of a lazy jab coming from Gatti. And right here you see him come back and land 2 left hands when Gatti came in and left himself wide open. So at this
Sparring work. Next City trying to rally Gatti after a suspect one.
Gomez, so he's going to start slugging down more and more.
The right hand from Gomez.
The impression is that the guy coming forward is the slugger.
As Gomez told us when he was fighting in that Contenders as 154 and 100.
His best weight is about 143 pounds. He's somewhere between welterweight and...
Gomez appears very relaxed in the ring.
And give Gatti the belt.
Yeah, they do have a weight division like for every 7.
He was playing.
He hasn't been fighting big fights. He had a recent fight not too long back in England, but he's been busy, I think. And it's right.
Emmanuel, often we try to frame it as though a guy really can change a fight. The question is whether he can do anything, box or slug.
One of his punches is very effective and very well placed. Came back and started slugging more earlier.
Gomez was watching for a shot on the belt line.
Whether Mickey Ward also comes to that conclusion. Time to throw out a lot of the stuff they prepared and start throwing hard shots like that in an attempt to turn the fight.
In sense, he needs a pick-me-up.
One thing got him 2 at a time.
Waiting seconds of the 3rd round.
And as a boxer, placing his punches very accurate, much more different than I've ever saw him.
Seems to intuitively know what Mickey's not.
Systematically, not only just winning, but he seems to do pressure a lot more now as he's coming in. Even though he's recklessly, he's picking up the pace a lot more, becoming more aggressive.
Big right hand and a combination by Gomez.
Gatti has no answer for everything.
3+ rounds.
You know, Gatti's legs don't look terrible, and he's trying to do the right thing. And you think, well, what's the difference between this guy and the guy who thrilled everyone 4 or 5 years ago? At this level, even though this isn't the uppermost echelon, it's still a world-class level.
Credit to Gomez. I don't think even if Mickey was like he was a couple years ago, he might have had a problem with Gomez. Gomez in this fight. Good defense, placing his punches very well.
Good left hand by Gomez, and he digs a left to the body.
Good, so flush.
Right here you see a beautiful right hand, which he's been landing all night, straight across the shoulders, and then he's coming back with body shots and head shots. Such a variety of punches, and Gatti just cannot trigger. Now you see a beautiful left hand shot coming right back again on the chin.
4. He landed 54% of his power shots, and just a tick under Emmanuel.
His jab has been very effective as well as, and he's mixed in some nice.
For the first time, Gatti is pressing the action.
This is what Gatti's going to have to do.
He's got to make it. There's a jab from Gatti. Gomez stays right where he's been all fight. In front of Gatti, pumping out punches.
At this point are slow and telegraphed.
Left hand would be a key. Another left hand from Gomez, and everything he told us is true. But Gomez is...
And that probably speaks volumes.
He's a big puncher.
seconds of the 5th. Coming off the Baltimore fight last year.
Really quality boxers. And, you know, what Gomez is doing is really doing a combination of boxing with him. He's a little different. And I've never saw him lose too much to a guy that fights like this yet.
I mean, the truth is, in recent fights, almost no matter who Gatti's fight he's lost, period. Dominated the whole way by a guy like Gomez. Will they come back again?
I would say no. I'd say this
Seems content to box, and it doesn't work. Right hand again from Gomez. He always has that right hand to answer. Gatti trying to work his jab. We're almost through 6 rounds here. Arturo Gatti and Alfonzo Gomez, part of our welterweight Carson, California. For an update, we send it to Carson, California, and Jim
Indoor soccer facility, the stadium that David Beckham is expected to fill up sometime in the next few years. Paul Williams and Antonio Margarito will come close to filling the next door tennis arena for boxing tonight. There's Williams, the unbeaten fighter from Aiken, by top names in the welterweight division in recent years. Antonio marked 4, but all 4 of the defeats somewhere in his background since becoming a force in the welterweight.
That Arturo Gatti had a better round than round 6, but he used his, he goes into the late rounds of every fight. Watch how many throw less right hands, he becomes more ineffective. In any case, 5 rounds to 1, Alfonzo Gomez.
All right, Harold, and back of the head as Gatti was
Hook to the body starts to land for Gomez.
double right hand from Alfonso Gomez. Digs in with the left. Right hand over the top. He's just measuring Gatti. Just missed with the uppercut.
Going to have to start throwing some punches back here.
Referee Randy Newman's looking. Gatti shoots the left. Gomez right on him.
We're watching the destruction of an action hero. Maybe his case as a Hall of Famer is overstated and was not a great fighter, but was a truly great action fighter, and in that way a legendary fighter. And unless he can come up with something incredibly dramatic here, this looks like the end of the road as a significant fighter.
And Randy Newman, the referee, moves in for a close look. He's giving Gatti, based on his pedigree, the benefit of the doubt. Gomez! Right hand puts Gatti down. Stop. He walks over to Randy Newman and he stops it.
Good move from Lang. That.
Gomez landed 40 of 62.
Of round number 7, where Gomez just put his punches together, right hand, double right hand right there.
You know, we're all looking at Gatti is not what it used to be, but I think a lot of this was just Gomez is a hell of a fighter and fought a hell of a fight. And even if Gatti was in his prime, I think he would have had problems with Gomez.
And Randy Newman was taking a close look. He was giving Gatti an opportunity to try to hang on.
Well, you have to, because Gatti still explodes and comes back even when he's in trouble. That's his history. But in this case here, Gomez was not to be denied.
And there is the right hand that put Gatti down. A sharp right hand from 26-year-old Alfonso Gomez. And there's the right hand that put Gatti